A recap of the episode that aired on Monday, June 1st of The Young and the Restless. Matt's memories return at Noah's new club is revealed in the recap for the episode of Young and the Restless Y&R that aired on Monday, June 1st. It was revealed that Matt Clark, played by Roger Howarth, will have an overwhelming experience at Noah Newman's Lucas Adams' new club. This club will be a duplicate of the previous club that Matt and Sienna Bacall Tamara Braun frequented in Los Angeles. During his time at the Newman Ranch, Matt will cry in the fitness room by alone and ponder the purpose of his existence. In the episode of Young and the Restless that airs on Monday, Matt unleashes his frustration by pounding the punching bag and attempting to make sense of his life. Additionally, after staring Matt in the eye, Nick Newman, played by Joshua Morrow, will have the conviction that the memory loss he is experiencing is genuine. At some point in the future, Noah will propose a plan that involves jogging Matt's memory in order to subject him to genuine punishment. Because of this, Noah will eventually show Nick and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, the movie. The identical version of the shadow room that he has been clandestinely constructing in Genoa City. Noah is going to consider the possibility that Matt will recall his history if they bring him there. Sienna will also be called to this new version of the shadow room, and once she enters, she will confess that it is unsettling to encounter the new environment. In order to reassure Sienna, Noah will tell her that he wants to delete all of her negative memories of the location and replace them with positive ones. Sienna will learn about Noah's intention to assist in jogging Matt's memory, and she will be concerned that this may make Matt a more dangerous individual. On the other hand, Noah will propose that in order for Matt to face justice, he must first recall what he has done. It is inevitable that Nick will ultimately retrieve Matt from the ranch and transport him to the duplicate of the shadow chamber. It is possible that Matt will not identify the location at first. Nevertheless, he will eventually become overwhelmed by a series of fragmented flashes that show Nick, Sharon, Sienna, Noah, and Victor at the pub. As Matt stands there, looking troubled about the memories of the shadow room that are flooding back to him, Noah will believe that Matt is beginning to remember. When they return to the Newman Ranch, Victoria Newman, played by Amelia Heinel, will encourage Victor and Nikki to make apologies rather than pretending to be polite strangers and socializing awkwardly with each other. Immediately following Victoria's departure, Nikki will confess that she would do anything to make things right between the two of them. In the event that this is the case, Victor will urge that Nikki should no longer maintain her friendship with Jack Abbott, who is played by Peter Bergman. Nikki will be forced to pick between Jack and her husband as a result of Victor's ultimatum, and the moment he walks out of the room, she will say something about how unreal Victor is. In the event that Nikki experiences another headache, she will take further medication and appear to be unstable on her feet. When Jack arrives to society, he will discover that Billy Abbott, played by Jason Thompson, and Sally Spectra, played by Courtney Hope, are in the process of making preparations for their wedding. Immediately following Sally's departure, Jack will reveal to Billy that he is afraid that Patty Williams, played by Stacey Heideck, might have been involved in the disappearance of Diane Jenkins Abbott, played by Susan Walters. Jack will be even more concerned as a result of Billy's admission that Patty made a suggestion to him about dealing with Diane in the event that she got in the way. Jack is going to express his hope that he is worrying over nothing, but he is going to indicate that he is going to hire a private investigator to locate Diane and maybe give him some confidence. Jack will be asked to be Billy's best man after the topic of conversation switches to the happiness that Billy is experiencing with Sally and the upcoming wedding ceremony that they will be having in the fall. Before embracing his brother, Jack will gladly comply with Billy's request without hesitation. During their conversation at the Park Cafe, Sally will discuss with Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, the fact that she is waiting for the other shoe to drop because everything in her life is going so well. Audra will admit that it is possible for negative things to occur, but she will emphasize the importance of selecting the appropriate individuals and working together to weather the storms. Sally will come to the conclusion that Audra is correct since she has chosen Billy and has faith in their future together. As a result, she will be able to resume wedding planning and regain her optimism. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Billy and Sally may in fact encounter some unexpected challenges in the future. Therefore, it is important to remain vigilant for any upsetting information that may emerge. Check back frequently for more Young and the Restless information, as CDL will be providing additional Young and the Restless spoilers and news for you to read up on.